going on YouTube? Your homie Kovac's Corner here. Welcome to the spot. Appreciate you clicking on the video. Feel free to leave a like, subscribe if you enjoy. Hit me up on any one of my other social media platforms down in the description below. We got a Discord. Feel free to share memes over there. And think about becoming a member if you'd like. There's a bunch of member perks that you're going to be able to get. But we are about to react to the last Warcraft 3 base that MiniQuest 64 put together. It's Night Elves. I'm super stoked to see this, super hyped. I'm really excited to see what heroes it is that he's going to pick to put up onto here. So crafted the ultimate Warcraft 3 Diorama, Shadows, Ancients, and Eternity's End. Let's get right into it. Don't forget, huge shout out to MiniQuest 64 for allowing me to react to these videos. Make sure you go and check his channel out. All channel links for the videos for his main page are going to be down in the description. I highly suggest for you to go and check them out, especially if this is a hobby that you would like to get into. Let's get into it.
Here we go again. After 3 different dioramas dedicated to each
when he did the undead with the lights, that was crazy. He did it with the humans too, and that's cool because they have like little torches and stuff too that light up in the game when it's nighttime. And the way how it was dimmed, amazing, right? Undead, it glows anyway. That's so cool, especially the techniques that he used for the paint that he put over top of the acrylic after he sanded it down for the cracks. It just makes it pop so much better. And then the orcs camp is amazing. Amazing. It reminds me of World of Warcraft when you're actually starting as an orc.
Faction. I can finally make one for the Night Elves.
We are coming.
And I was really looking forward to this one because Night Elves are the best for a reason. Or should I say 2 reasons? Right, babe? And crafting something better is going to be a challenge.
Best sense of humor, man. Love his sense of humor. Him and his wife there, she has a sense of humor too. That's awesome.
And crafting something better is going to be a challenge. First of all, we need an actual big tree. I chose the last mission, Twilight of the Gods, for the Warcraft 3 Reign of Chaos campaign as reference, and managed to load the map into the world editor to get a close look at the world tree. Then I took a bunch of screenshots from different angles and sculpted that thing with
He's
Blender.
doing the world tree. Oh my god. That's intense.
Since we won't be able to put a whole world tree onto our base, I decided to scale that thing up and cut it into a single piece with roots. Only problem.
So that's something else that you should take note of when you're doing 3D printing. Like I said before, if you're doing something and it's really big, you could break it into sections, which is crazy in itself to think about. And realistically, if he wanted to put them all together, kind of like a FFA, free-for-all kind of jam, you know, and he'd be able to actually have that tree right in the middle.
I decided to scale that thing up and cut it into a single piece with roots. Only problem, I don't have a printer big enough to print this thing. At the same time though, Kitty Tech contacted me and offered me to send me a yet to be released 3D printer for me to implement in my video. And just to be clear, they didn't pay me to do it, and I can say whatever I want about this printer. The Kitty Q1 Pro advertises functions such as active chamber heating, fully automatic leveling with dual sensors, and many more.
So this is kind of like a review of a 3D printer as well, which is crazy. Active chamber heating, automatic leveling with dual sensors, dual Z-axis motor drive, dual metal nozzle for all filaments, filament runout, wrapping detection, hyperspeed printing. That's cool. That's cool. And you can see all the specs here, what it looks like outside of the box. Specs here too. Nice.
To give you the full amateur experience, I just drop my model into the slider and start printing without any tweaking.
Oh, nice.
That was pretty fast. 9 hours print time for this big model, and the quality looks pretty good. Okay, but what about small stuff? I tried to print all the models I initially designed for resin printing, and the results were impressive. You can print my models in a big scale too.
Not you.
The first layer, the speed, and the printing quality are all fantastic right out of the box. Why does the printer have a 4-minute starting procedure with bed leveling and nozzle cleaning before each print? Why is this very loud fan always turned on? Why is it so difficult to insert the metal sheet after each print? Why is my nozzle clogged after each filament change? Why is there no handle to open the door? Why is this filament holder so bad?
I like that he's actually pointing out all the flaws, because as someone who would want to be a buyer of such a product, it gives you an actual idea of what to expect when you're getting it. Don't get me wrong, it worked right out the box, super fast, 9 hours to print that. It's not bad at all, because if you end up taking into consideration about 3D printing, it usually takes like a whole day to build something. Like usually for the smaller models, sometimes it could take a whole day or like 18 plus hours depending.
Why is the camera blinded by the internal LED light? And why do I have to modify the G-code to activate the time lapse?
Wow.
There is one safety issue I have to address though.
And he's even pointing out the safety issue with it. You know, you gotta take that into consideration as well.
The PTC heating element responsible for the active chamber heating on the bottom of the printer runs on 230 volt AC, and depending on your plug position, the heater has a potential of 230 volt, even if not activated. And since you move a metal sheet in and out at the same spot, that's kinda dangerous. I contacted Kitty about it, and this is their response. By the time you see this video, they have also addressed a lot of these issues, so make sure you check out their wiki if you buy the printer. The Kitty Q1 Pro is a machine with great potential. It delivers some great quality and speed, but it also has some odd design choices and a safety issue, especially in Germany. So I hope they get to fix that, then it will be a printer I can hardly recommend. Now let's continue with our diorama.
Nice.
Now where do we put this thing? I think the right corner looks pretty good. I marked the position and spent the whole afternoon shaping the express form with a variety of knives. I started with a tree-shaped pocket for the model, and then I carved a little rock formation and brought everything else further down, while trying to avoid any flatness.
So that I could sit flush. Nice. Bro, the attention to detail that he does, just for us viewers and people to react to, it's no words.
Everything else further down, while trying to avoid any flatness. I fixated the tree with some hot glue and keep adding more hot glue to all the spaces between the roots and XPS foam.
Secured.
Then I mixed some milliput, a 2-component epoxy putty, and added a thick layer all over the tree.
Oh cool. Texture.
I smoothed everything with some water, grabbed a piece of old bark, and smashed that piece onto the milliput to create some bark texture.
Take note of that too, for textures. For bark texture, he's using a piece of bark. So it'll come out looking pristine. That's nice.
At the same time, I used some PVA glue on the wood plate and glued it onto our base and gave it some time to dry with the tree bark. I cut off the milliput excess from the tree and added more glue on the foam, but instead of sand, I used some good old dirt.
I got a jar of dirt, I got a jar of dirt.
Because this will give us a really nice forest texture.
That's cool.
To make sure everything stays in place, I added another coat of heavy watered down PVA glue on top. Ah, that sound, man.
Nice.
I then used some brown to paint both the ground and tree, and some dark grey for the rock formation. The procedure is the same: a thick base coat, a dark heavy wash, and some dry brushing with brighter colors. Now that everything has been painted, I used my static grass applicator and more PVA glue to get some grass down.
Oh, that's so cool. It's almost like pathways.
We are still missing a lot of trees though. I used the fantastic tree models from Sculptoneer on my mini factory and printed a whole forest, followed by some priming with a dark green color to cut some time from the painting process, which is basically another round of dry brushing with green colors and layering with brown ones. Then I placed all.
Like, don't get me wrong, that would be tedious, but it seems like he actually found a method around it, which is amazing. Smart. After doing a couple of these, it seems like he's really honed in on how to make it more efficient for himself to paint trees and such.
Another round of dry brushing with green colors and layering with brown ones. Then I placed all the trees. Starts to look like an actual forest. Let me add some more tufts, flowers and fallen leaves.
Nice.
We are still missing our water element, and that's why I decided to add a little pond onto our diorama with epoxy resin.
Once again, if you're doing something like this and you're using epoxy resin, make sure that you're wearing gloves, a well-ventilated area.
Luckily, I don't have to build a mold first. I used a lighter to get rid of all the bubbles and added some leaves to call it done.
Oh, that's cool.
Surprise, motherfucker.
While curing, I noticed that the grass soaked in some of the epoxy. Didn't think about that possibility, to be honest, but there's nothing I can do right now. Meanwhile, you can tell me which game you would like to see as a diorama next.
Yu-Gi-Oh! Yu-Gi-Oh! Please. Please.
After curing, I'm faced with two problems. It seems that some white PVA glue appeared on the bottom, and I have no idea how that happened or how to fix it. But the soaked in grass has cured too, and I was able to fix that with another round of the static grass applicator. In the next step, I will design all the buildings with Fusion 360, and you can try to guess them all while I do that.
Moonwell. I wonder if he's going to use epoxy in that. Walter. Nice. Chimera. Chimera Roost. Gold Mine. That's cool. Hunter's Hall. AP, Ancient Protector.
Every time I try to do something fun or exciting, you make it not that way.
Ancient of War. The tree. Oh, it's a lore. Ancient of Lore. Forget the name of it. Ancient of Wind. Wind. Of course. Of course. Right? We got the shop. Nice comparison. There's the tree. Home base. Ancient of Life, Ages, and Elder. Nice. He did all three, one of each.
In my last video, I asked you about our next heroes, and choosing the right ones was pretty difficult.
I wonder if he's going to do a Demon Hunter. I want to see a Demon Hunter so bad. That'd be so cool. Superman.
I think Scenarios fits best with Grom in an epic battle, but this is a Night Elf only base. Best scenario for Maiev would be a hunting scene with Illidan, or Illidan with a Naga base. That leaves us with Malfurion and Tyrande, who complement each other perfectly, a hot chick and a sleeping dude. But this time, I will add some units to make it more Warcraft.
That's cool. Like the tediousness of lining everything up, and then you probably have to swizzle the model around and then expand it over. You know, like the time it takes to do this, like thank you for taking the time out of your life to do this for us to react to. That's so crazy. And it gives you an idea of how to use the program overall that he's using in order to do that, if this is something that you yourself are interested in taking part in, picking up as a hobby. Even the staff, man. The attention to detail. Nice.
I sensed darkness in the dream
To make it flush.
He's like, fuck that bitch, dude. I don't have time for any of that.
The goddess calls.
Some archers, nice. That's crazy.
Next up, I separated all our miniatures into batches and chose a specific primer for each of them. Still a lot of paint, so let me call for some help.
Different primers. Huge shout out to everybody in his Patreon that has been able to support his projects here.
All the others who help me and support me by making all these dioramas. Thank you so much for your support. Let's go!
That's so cool. He is using resin in it. Nice. Oh my god. That looks so good. And the free, like him being able to do this freehand. It just goes to show the talent, man. Wow. Even the details on top, man, with the shingles. Bro, and he even did it in the wood too. Wow, that's nuts. You got little highlights where you need the little highlights and stuff, bro. Bravo.
Oh, I almost forgot to drill some holes into our gold mine. That will be important later.
War. I like how he's like using the grass on it too. That's so cool. Just extra detail. That's so cool.
And here you can see the real amateur experience. Like, this is what a desk looks like while we are painting. Here's my support team, my wife who makes us dinner, Toby working very hard, and Misha, well, he's just there for the tricks.
Who's a go puppy?
Time to finish these.
Even what? The archers too, man. Look, he's doing like the scales. Nice. I think that they're supposed to be like feathers. And just the details with like how small the faces are for him to get those details in. That is nuts. You could even see the details on the book. Like, bro, the tediousness of being able to do this is unmatched. Unless you're doing like Warhammer 40k and you're trying to be in competitions and stuff like that. That's so cool. Nice. The highlights on her face and everything, man. The free hand over here for her armor. He's doing the free hand over here for the logo for the race. That's nuts. The banner that they flagged. That's cool. Hold on. Right here, I thought that this was actually the 3D in-game sprite. That's what it looks just like it. That's nuts.
Now with all the miniatures painted, we are almost done.
It's so perfect. Ancient lore in the back too. Man, that's so nuts. Whoops.
But I need a frame.
That's cool. I like how he
added a
did
scrap
that.
piece of wood into the middle so I can put my diorama on the rotating platform and use other junk parts to raise the whole diorama up
The
and
diorama
create some space
itself.
underneath, fitting for a battery box. Then I primed the whole thing black,
Oh, he's gonna be doing lights.
dropped the diorama in,
Okay.
and added a metal plate named after the Night Elf campaign in Reign of Chaos, Eternity's End. Now let's get our buildings down by professionals, of course.
Trees up. Nice. So, I'm just gonna say this. I would switch these two. Because put the altar in the back so it can't get attacked. In-game. The moon well's nice.
Almost done, but something is missing. Ah yes,
Peas.
I drilled the hole into the gold mines for a reason. We still need some wisps. Now, I have these very bright and
Nice.
tiny LEDs which should come in handy, but they don't look like wisps yet. I recreated these in Blender and added a sphere. Then I used the Boolean function which subtracts the LED dummy from the sphere and printed these with some translucent blue resin, which will fit now perfectly on our LEDs. Still one problem. These wisps look just like balls, so we're going to change that too. I drilled some holes into a piece of wood, put all the LEDs in, added some super glue and then 3D printed parts.
That's cool, man.
And then I used some thick clear drying acrylic medium, which I also used for crafting waves in the Orc diorama. In the next step, I marked the position of
It'll
the
make
holes
them
in the
look like
nail,
fuzzy
drilled
again.
through the diorama, and added our wisps. Wouldn't it be cool if our moon wells would glow too? So I drilled some holes in there too and added another bunch of LEDs in a 45-degree angle.
Oh, that's cool. He actually did that. Nice.
Okay.
Look at that. Look at that. It looks like a moon well from in the game. Nice, especially when you do the nightfall to regenerate the moon wells. That's nice. MiniQuest 64, you're the man, bro.
Okay.
I also drilled some more holes for wisps harvesting wood. In the final step of our crafting video, I connected all the positive and negative cables from the LEDs on a junk PCB board. Added a 9-volt battery and taped everything onto our wood plate. Pretty simple, but this will do the job. That's it. Now enjoy the finished diorama.
Let's see the finished diorama. Eternity's End. Know what would be cool too? He'd actually be able to throw a light underneath here where all that would light up because it's the elder tree, like the tree of life. Look like it would have the magic power in its roots, where here's a puddle where they would be able to come through and drink out of, kind of thing. That's cool. I wouldn't even look at that glue underneath as a mistake. It's almost like a highlight.
I sensed darkness in the dreamways.
Nice.
Elune, give me strength.
So cool. So perfect. Nice. Got the wisps in the trees. wisps in the trees, moonwell, gold mine. That's so cool. No, that's amazing, man. That's amazing. Oh my god. I can't get over the detail. I can't get over just the time that he put into it. That's perfect, man. You deserve a round of applause. $16 months spent, 4 dioramas crafted, 4 videos made, plus 60 models designed, plus 100 models painted, plus 200 models printed. Learn to sculpt with Blender and Fusion 360.
I need to ask you. And hey Josh, can you do that?
Crafting the ultimate Warcraft 3 diorama. Was it any good? Well, my dear viewers, that's for you to decide.
Yes. Yes. It was perfect. This is so cool, man. This is like, I can't wait to see what else he's going to come up with for other dioramas. Make sure that you check his channel out for other dioramas as well. Any kind of learning that you would like to learn about doing models as well, check his channel out.
At long last. No king rules forever, my son.
The YouTube algorithm blessing him.
I see only darkness before me.
He deserves it, man. That hard work doesn't go unnoticed. Oh, Arthas. So that's... well, question mark. So that's pretty much going to conclude all the Warcraft 3 dioramas that he has done. And it's been incredible. Thank you very much, MiniQuest 64, for allowing me to react to this. I'm going to reach out and make sure that I'm still in contact with him throughout as well for any other dioramas that he might have coming out. That, like I said, man, you got to keep checking his channel, because I do want to do like a stream where I'm going to be building a model. I'm going to be taking a lot of tips and tricks that I've learned from watching his channel to go towards painting that model. You know what I mean? But yeah, no, man, that's pretty much going to do it for us. His main channel and this video are going to be down in the description below as well. Feel free to check him out. Like I suggest, highly suggest to check him out. Leave him a like, subscribe, all of that if that's some stuff that you're interested in. And don't forget, hit me up on any one of my other social media platforms down in the description below if you'd like. If you enjoyed the video, feel free to leave a like, subscribe, all that good stuff. And pretty much that's going to do it for the Warcraft 3 dioramas from MiniQuest 64. Thank you again for allowing me to react to it. Stay hydrated, everybody. Take care of yourself and each other. And we'll see you in the next one, man. Peace.